we're going to go through 4 parts of the session. It's going to be warm up, body and ball, racket and ball, and finish with a game. We're going to look and hopefully you'll pick up things like turning our body, so get side on, doing a low to high, thinking about the angle of that racket, that contact point. So lots of different bits of learning today. Best thing about today, you don't need any kit. If you've got a racket and a ball, which I do, great. If you don't worry, pick up anything you can. So to start off with, I want you to do a little bit of a treasure hunt. If you've got a racket and ball, great. But if not, find a household item, object like a frying pan, a wooden spoon, rolled up pair of socks you can use a ball, or screwed up bit of paper. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to go off. Bit of a treasure hunt. Pick up what you can. I've got a balloon, I've got a hat, I've got a frying pan. Your time starts now. 20 seconds. Off you go. Oh, only 10 left. Find what you can. Let me know what you found. Most interesting item wins, I think. Let's stop there. So hope you were prepared, hope you got a drink nearby. We will have a break about halfway through as well. So I'm going to pop this down to start off with. One cool thing I've got is I've got a ball. I don't know if you can hear that. It's got some rice in it. So if you're visually impaired, or if you want to do something a little bit more fun to play with, you can use a balloon as well. We're going to need that next week, by the way. So, for loads of people online, start off with, we're going to be a little bit of a warm-up. So back of the room, make sure you've got lots of space. You want a nice safe space to work in today. Try not to be underneath the lights. If we do fall offline, just use the link again, jump straight on. To introduce myself, my name is Matt Smith. I'm the LTA Coach Development and Learning Manager. I was previous British Coach of the Year. I'm a level 5 Master Club coach. And like I said, we're going to have lots of fun today. Right, ready? And back on your toes, start off with just jogging. To the music if you want. Woo! Get the arms going forwards. Now doing a butterfly, a bit of swimming. So you go backwards, so a bit of a backstroke. To test the coordination out straight away, let's see if you go forwards and backwards. Ready? So one arm forwards, one backwards. You're going to test all the mummies and daddies. Anyone can play, anyone can join in, anyone can play tennis. Tennis at home. So forwards, one backwards. Can you do it? If you do that, pause. So you go the other way. Oh. There we go. Testing that brain out straight away. Right, next one. Really high on those tippy toes. Stretch as high as you can up to the stars. Tiptoe forwards. Dancing you want. Woo! Tiptoe back. Like a ballerina. Now we're going to be in the heels. So balance on the heels, all the way forwards. Like a duck. Hopping duck or penguin. Back we go. Perfect. Right, we're going to do some shadow swings. Okay, so we're going to think about how we're going to move our body today. If you give me a wave with your favourite hand, which one's your favourite? Which one do you like to ride with? If you're with someone else, give them a high five. If you're on your own, that's fine as well today. So wave your favourite hand. That is our forehand. So 4 fingers, forehand. So if you're going to stand side on, with your favourite hand to the side, and we're going to swing low to high. And that's called a forehand. So try again. Low to high. Once more. Low to high. On the backhand side, so that's your favourite side, or your strongest side, or other side, which is the back of your hand, that's your backhand. You use 2 hands this one. We're going to get low to high. One more. Low to high. Low to high. With whatever item you found, I see people got frying pans. Oh, I've got some random things being picked up. Wooden spoon, that's what I like. Pick that item up, and we're going to do a few shadow swings. So forehand, and then backhand. Make sure you're turning sideways. Forehand, backhand, forehand, keep going, backhand. If you've got a racket, you can hold it a little bit higher for a little bit more control. Keep shadow swinging. Let's do 10 more. So 1, 2, keep switching, side on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great work, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those shadow swings. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for being online, taking the time out on a Saturday morning. Welcome. And thank you for being with me, Matt Smith, on your Saturday morning. Woo! Next, if you've got a ball, great. If you don't worry, use a pair of socks, you can do anything. Anyone can do this. You need anything you want. The ball, place on the floor. We're going to pretend it's a really hot rock. It's a little bit like skipping this one. Put one foot on, then the next one. One foot on, then the next. If you can, this can go a little bit quicker. So it's a really hot rock. Ah! Hot! To the music as well. If you want, you can do that on the floor with the hands. You can roll it with your partner against the wall. Otherwise, tapping. Remember that rock's really hot. If you want, we're going to do the next level. Keep going. Find another item. Give me anything you want. I'm going to use my audible ball or balloon. I'm now going to be on the hot rock. Ah, hot! And I'm going to use my fan around my body to try to cool it off. Oh, this is tricky. Let's switch round the other way. Don't worry if you can't do this one. You just tap in. That's fine. If it's one foot at a time, that's fine as well. Last 5 seconds. Keep switching around. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop there. Woo! Hope that heart rate has started. A little bit higher. Warming up a bit. Woo! You need to place an item on the floor for this one. I'm going to play head, shoulders, knees and toes. Many of you all know that one already. Just before we do though, today is called Ready to Rally. So first and foremost, you need to be ready. A ready position is to have the item in front of you, on those toes. I've got a racket. And then some of you got frying pans, well, I'll use a frying pan. On those toes in front of you like this, and bend those knees out so I can see me on the side. I'm on the balls of my feet. I'm a little bit lower. Hands out in front there, ready to go. That means I'm ready to pounce, like a cat or a ninja or a warrior, ready to go that way or that way, like a goalkeeper. So frying pan, whatever item you have, you'll place on the floor. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through our head, shoulders, knees and toes. Many of you know this one already. Whatever age, whatever ability, anyone can play this. So it could be heads, follow me, shoulders, knees, toes. Heads, shoulders, knees, toes. If I shout out ready, you pick up your item and be in your best ready position possible. Right, are we ready? I know if you're ready to, in a really good ready position. Remember, that's how it should look from the side. My heads, shoulders, knees, toes, knees. Remember, we're racing the person next to you if you've got someone in your household, or racing me. Heads, shoulders, ready. Oh, very good, nice and speedy. Did you beat the person next to you? Give me a yes in the comments if you did. Did you beat me? Coach always wins. We'll go again. Heads, in that ready position. In fact, I need to start again. Are you ready? Make sure you're ready on those toes. Right, let's go. Heads, knees, toes, get nice and low. Shoulders, heads, toes, knees. Ready? Oh, very fast, super speedy. Did you beat the person next to you? Last go. Your best ready position. Here we go. Heads. Make sure you're ready. Shoulders, toes, knees, heads, toes. Oh, low. Heads nice and high. Toes, heads, shoulders, knees, heads up, knees, heads, ready. Great work, everyone, super speedy. Did you beat the person next to you? Did you beat me? Grab yourself a drink, you might need this. I know I do. You're not wearing me out already. So, 10-second break. Right then, so we're back, we're warmed up, we're ready. You're going to need a ball, or you can use a sock. I've got a pair of socks I've got as well. You can use anything you want. If it bounces, it's better. I'll show you different ways of doing it. Right, so I mentioned earlier about different things we're going to learn today. First one is how we get side on in tennis, how we turn. So we're going to be a scarecrow. Okay, we're going to stand, nice and tall, nice and T-shape. And your sock or your ball is a birdie. So that bird can be there. It can be either side. Your job, if you watch me, is the poor bird is going to fall off the scarecrow. It's going to hit the floor, bounce, and you've got to see if you can turn. As a scarecrow, you've got to turn and catch the ball. So you see my shoulder, my sleeve. So scarecrow, I'm going to do the other side this time. I'm going to drop, bounce, turn. That's quite a tricky one, so don't worry if you're with a partner, you can also do this on the floor. Ball on the floor, roll the ball, trap on the other side, roll on the other side, trap on the other side. If it's a sock, you've got to drop, see if you can catch it on the floor. Right, I'm going to do 10. Let's go. Turn that body. 1, 2. Keep switching sides. 3, 4. Keep switching. 5. Nice scarecrow, everyone. 6, 7, 8, 9. Good turning that body. And 10. Great work. Did you do it? Did you manage to get to 10? Keep trying it. Turn. We do a lot of turning in tennis. Ready for that forehand and ready for that backhand. You have a little dance as well. I put the music on nice and loud this morning. Phew. Right, next game. Just finished the scarecrow. Now we're going to use a frog. Okay, this ball, the sock, is a frog. You can can use anything you want really for this, as long as it doesn't smash the light, so make sure you're in a safe area. Anyone can do this, tennis at home. There's even more exercises on LTA tennis at home. Google it. So, we've got our frog. I'm actually going to get a lily pad as well. You can use anything for this. Tea towel, piece of paper. I've got a piece of paper for this one. Place it on the floor. Now your job is this frog. It's quite a crazy frog, this one. It's going to jump up in the air, but we've got to do it in a really controlled way. It's going to start really low, down by the lily pad. Remember, we're sideways on. So the frog's going to start really low. And with two hands, that's the important bit, really, we're going to have like a sandwich, a frog sandwich. Oh, delicious. So lovely frog sandwich. Going to get nice and low. And we're going to release those slices of bread up to the sky. And the frog's going to try to land on the lily pad. Remember, it's very important. The sandwich is to the side. And when we release, the sandwich is nice and high to the sky. Okay, let's give that a practice. You've got a little target here. If you hit it, it makes a sound as well. It's really cool. So really low and really high to the sky. Ooh. Try the other side. Really low, really high to the sky. Really low, really high to the sky. So you want to control that ball and keep it on a line by your feet. If you've got a wall, you can do it against the wall. Try to hit that piece of paper still. Hit that lily pad. If you're with someone else, you can throw it to the other person. Similarly, you can do it on the floor, like a roller ball across the floor. Try to get the ball to land on the lily pad. Oh, that frog almost got there again. Roll it. Frog on the lily pad. Almost. Whichever way you're doing it, whatever works for you, there's nothing right, nothing wrong. Do it your way. Tennis for all, anyone can play. Right, so we're going to make this a bit of a game. Your job is you're going to have 40 seconds to do your low to highs. Help that frog to lily pad. You're going to have 40 seconds to try to hit it. I want to see how many times that frog can land on that lily pad. Right, are you ready? Your time, and how do I know if you're ready, by the way? Remember, it's ready to rally today. You've got to be ready. Time starts now. 40 seconds, or you've got a head start on me. Ooh. Low to high. Yes, I got it. You can probably hear that. I got 2. Keep switching sides. Really low to high. 3. I've got 3. Wow, how many have you got? Yeah. We're halfway, over halfway. We've got 10 seconds left. Only 10. Keep switching low to high. And stop there. Great work. Lovely low to high. I got, how many did I get? I got 4 in 40 seconds. 1 every 10 seconds. Not too bad. Not too bad. I feel like some of you have probably beaten me though. You can compete against the person next to you as well. How good is that? You've got to beat your score. So that frog will hopefully help you on this one, but I'm going to give you some extra little tips to help you. Remember, we're side on. And we're going to really use those legs to help us get that frog. Nice. I don't want it to go too high. Don't want to smash the lights, remember. Just got to go above the head. I don't want to see this. We're not dropping the frog. Sideways on, use those legs. And here's the tip. Wherever your hands point, that's where the ball goes. So if I'm pointing this way, the ball goes over there. If I'm pointing that way, the ball goes over there. So your job is to point your hands just up. You see the ball go up, come down, off, and that is it. So really think about side on, where your hands are pointing. Remember, it's got to go nice and high. Right, show me your best ready positions. So You've got another 40 seconds. You've got to see if you can beat your score. Ready? Your time starts now. Well, you've got a head start on me. Think about those legs. Use the strongest muscle group. Nice and high. Remember, you're burning calories as well. Last time I did this, someone burned over 300 calories in 45 minutes. I've hit it twice already. Think about where those hands are pointing. Don't worry if the ball flies off somewhere. We're going to have a bit of fun. We've got 10 seconds left. Can you beat your score? Keep going. Woo! Oh, missed it. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop that. Good team. So you've got your racket, you've got your frying pan, whatever it may be. I mentioned earlier, if you want a bit of control, you can hold it further up. It doesn't matter where you hold it. I'm going to hold it a bit higher, a bit of extra control for me. What we're going to look at is look at where that racket makes contact. Remember, we're sideways on. And wherever those strings point, that's where the ball goes. So if I was pointing that way, balls can go that way. If I was pointing that way, balls can go that way. Pointing up, balls can go up. Down, ball goes down. So wherever the strings point, that's where it goes. Worth remembering that one. So, grip-wise, you can hold it however you want, wherever feels comfortable. Ideally, people like Roger Federer, Serena Williams, Joanna Konta, Andy Murray, a lot of them will use a thing called a chopper grip. Okay, like I said, don't have to use it, but hold the racket in your non-dominant hands, or not your favourite one. Use your index thumb, slide it down that racket. That's a chop grip. It's like we're using a hammer. Good thing about that grip, use that side or that side. You can twist it, you can change it. It doesn't really matter though, whatever feels comfortable. So, what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can use that racket now. We're going to have a frog, still got a frog, and we've got a net. It's your job. So you're going to see, with a big elephant nose, yes, I'm a big elephant. My ears aren't that big, but I've got a big elephant nose. Elephant nose to the side. Remember, we don't want to do it in our body. It's to the side. And your job, you see, remember those strings underneath the ball? We're going to bounce, hit up, bounce, catch that frog in the net. Watch again. So side on, bounce, hit up, bounce, catch that frog. Watch once more. Underneath the frog, bounce, catch. Are we doing a big swing? No. Mummies and daddies would not be happy with a big swing. The ball's got to stay controlled, keep it about head height. If you've got a wall, you can do it against the wall. Bounce, tap, bounce, hit, bounce, catch. You can tap it against the wall. Frog bounces off the wall, frog catches it in the net. You can do that with a partner. You could also do it on the floor. So you've got your net. You roll that frog off the wall and catch the net on those strings there. Let's try again. Roll the frog. So have a practice, you probably are already. Any one of those, it doesn't matter. Many of us will probably be using our forehand, because you told me that's your favourite, 74% of you. Let's give it a practice. So see if you have that frog bounce and catch that frog. So catching the net. Oh, my ball's run away. Let's see if you get it on the backhand side as well. Have a little practice. So that's the strongest side. Our other side, easiest way to remember, back of the hand. So backhand, quite hard to feed this one. Your mummies and daddies might want to help. Elephant nose. You drop, bounce, tap, bounce, catch those strings. Remember, where one you want, you can do it on the floor, backhand, against that wall. Even better, you can use your lily pad. So on the floor, backhand, can you get to land on the lily pad? Oh, I did. Keep practicing. Can you hit the lily pad? And catching those strings every time. So catch that frog. Keep going, keep practicing both sides. Think about where those strings are pointing. Sideways on, low to high. Use your legs. Right, we're going to time it. Hope you all had a practice on both sides. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the backhand. Okay, hope you had a bit of a practice now. Like I said, you can do it on the floor, against the wall, with someone in your household, or on your own. We're going to have 40 seconds. 40 seconds. See how many you can get, how many catches, how many times you catch that frog in that net. Backhand side to start. I don't know if you're ready. Your best ready positions. On those toes, knees bent. Let's go. I've got one already. 2, aiming for that lily pad. 3, I've got a wall, I'm going to do against the wall. I've got 5 already. We're halfway. 6, and I do it against the wall, rolling. 7, 8, last 10 seconds. 9, I've missed it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Type in your score. I got 9. 9 on my backhand side. Right, we're now going to go to the other side, your forehand. Best bit here is, again, you're trying to beat your personal best. If you're with someone and they're doing it on their own as well, you've got to beat them as well. We're now going to go forehand side. You're going to have 40 seconds again. Let's see if you can beat the score you just got. Remember, you're catching that frog in that net every time. Time is ready. Are you ready? So we stand back now. It's going to be forehand, your favourite side. 40 seconds. Your time starts now. Catch that frog. Great work, everyone. Well done for being here on a Saturday morning. I've got 2 already. 3. Tennis at home. 4. We've got 20 seconds already. 5. It's for anyone. Anyone can play. Invite your friends. Every Saturday, 10 a.m. Or 6. 7. Got 10 seconds. 8. Can I beat it? 9. 10. 11. And stop there. Woo! I beat my score. I got 11. I got 9 last time. Right, next one. We're now going to go on to something called a rally. Woo! We're going to see if we can level up. Right, you ready? So with your racket, with your frying pan, wherever it may be. Some of you may have a spoon. We're going to play a rally. Okay, so if you watch me, I'll explain what a rally is. A rally is where it goes forwards and backwards between you and someone else in a row. So it's sequential. I could hit one, they could hit one, I could hit one. The ball is continually moving. Unbelievable, the rally. So, we're going to give it a go. There's lots of different ways you can do it. As before, you can have it on the floor. Against the wall and stop. That's a rally of 1. See if we do a rally of 2. That's next level. 1, 2, and stop. Guess what the next level is? You've guessed it. Rally of 3. 1, 2, 3. Stop. So you can do this on the floor. You can do it against the wall. So I'm now level 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Can I get to a rally of 5? If you want, you can do this on your own in a space trying to hit that lead pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could try on your forehand side, you can try on your backhand side. You can even do it with the balloon. I'm on 6, rally of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every time you get there, you stop. Next level. Let's keep practicing. Can we level up? Don't worry if you drop it, it's still on the same level. Just try again. So have a practice. Remember the teaching points from today. Sideways on. Racket nice and low. And keep those strings, or your frying pan, or your spoon, or whatever you've got with you, underneath the frog. Could be a sock. Ah! Right, pause there. We're going to make it a competition. Of course we are. That's what we do here. We make it lots of fun, lots of games. Tears at home is for anyone, whatever ability, whatever age you can play. We can make it harder. We can make it easier. It's the beauty of it. It's a game. So I'm going to give you 1 minute this time. I want to see what level you can get to in a minute. Remember, when you complete 1, you go to level 2, you've got to get 2 in a row. Level 3, 3 in a row. I want to see how many levels you can get through in a minute. Remember, to start, what do we need to be in? A ready position, a ninja, a warrior, a cat, ready to pounce. Meow! Are you ready? Make sure you've got your ball, your sock, your screwed up piece of paper. 1 minute to see what level you can get to. Your time starts now. I've got level 1 already. I'm going to do the next one on the floor. Let's roll it. I've got to level 2. About 20 seconds. Oh, level 3 off the wall. I'm going to try my backhand. My fly's too easy. Some of you are probably smashing that. Let's try the backhand side, make it a bit trickier. I'm going to do level 4. Oh, I've lost my ball. Don't worry, I'm still at level 4. It doesn't matter. Keep trying, everyone. Doesn't matter where the ball goes. Oh, I've got level 5. Last 10 seconds. I'm going to make it a bit easier. Backhand on the floor. Find my backhand a bit trickier, see? And stop that. What level do we get to, team? I got to level 6. Not too bad. I did better on my forehand than my backhand. So if you're ever playing a match against me, it's probably better to hit my backhand. My forehand's definitely stronger. Muscles. This time you just got to see if you can last a minute. If you drop it, don't worry, just start again. But can you keep the ball moving? Can you keep that frog bouncing and jumping for a whole minute? Okay, so it could be, like I said, it could be forehands and backhands. So you can make it even tricky. You can switch it between the two for a whole minute. Oh, it's going to be tiring. You can do it against the wall. You can do it with a partner. It could even be a balloon over a sofa. Could be on the floor. See if you can use both sides. But you've got to see if you're the last person standing. If you drop, don't worry. Right. Ready positions. Let me see if you're ready. Those arms working on those toes in front. Are you ready? Come my ninjas, my warriors, my cats. Let me hear you say meow. Right, keep that frog bouncing. You're going to have 1 minute. Time starts now. Can you keep the frog alive? Keep it bouncing. Go! Keep your forehand, keep your backhand, keep it against the wall. Keep the ball bouncing. I'm going to use my frying pan. About 25 seconds. Can I keep it moving? I'm going to use my spoon, my sock. I'm going to do it against the wall. Keep it bouncing off the wall. Keep it going. We're 40 seconds, only 20 left. Can you keep it moving? Last drop to die, you can carry on now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stop there. So, did you keep the ball moving? Say yes. If it's a no, it doesn't matter. It's just a bit of fun. You can practice it at home. Whole minute, can you keep it going? So that was our forehands and backhands. That was ready to rally. Next week, we're going to be ninjas at the net. And if you do have one for next week, make sure you have a balloon or a piece of tissue paper, that's fine. It'll be something we can keep up in the air. You can still use socks or a ball, it's just a bit trickier. Remember, tennis at home? Go to the LTA website, LTA Tennis at Home. You can just Google it. There's loads and loads of exercises. Loads of exercises for you to go home, play at home. Remember, it's for everyone. Join as much as you want. All the benefits of tennis, remember? Get your heart racing, fitness, pick up the new skill. Biggest thing for me is mental then. All the endorphins that kind of get pushed out of your body. It's actually physical, isn't it? You feel good. You can work with people, with players, and even if you don't have someone, you can beat that personal best. So what we did there today, go home, see if you can beat your score, that minute score, that 40-second score. Set your own timer, write it on the wall. I'd love to see that. Put your top scores on the wall. Don't put it directly on the wall. Mummies and daddies will hate me. But write it down. Next day, can you beat it? Today was forehands. It was backhands. Practice the turn. The turn. That low to high with those strings. Remember, wherever the strings point, or the frying pan, that's where the ball goes. All about control. Right, thank you everyone. Thank you for today. Thank you for joining me. Play, practice. See you next Saturday, 10 a.m.